now, as we go on the air at 10 o'clock, breaking news out of Syria tonight, where the United States has fired a barrage of cruise missiles. This is all in retaliation for this week's chemical attacks against civilians.
Within the past hour, President Trump called on, quote, all civilized nations to join the U.S. in seeking an end to the carnage in Syria.
It is in this vital national security interest of the United States to prevent and deter the spread and use of deadly chemical weapons.
And here's Weijia Zhang with the very latest from West Palm Beach, Florida.
The surprise strike marks the president's most dramatic military order since taking office, after he called Syria's chemical weapons attack a disgrace on humanity that crossed a lot of lines. Now he has drawn a line of his own, and Russia, a Syrian ally, warns there could be consequences. President Trump took his first military action in Syria, launching some 60 cruise missiles like these at an airfield. The president gave the order to strike after the regime unleashed a nerve gas attack on its own people this week, killing more than 80 civilians.
The targeting of a specific airfield from which these chemical attacks were conducted from was the right move. The cruise missiles were launched from 2 U.S. carriers in the eastern Mediterranean. Cruise missiles are unmanned aircraft. They carry a 1,000-pound warhead and fly close to the ground below enemy air defenses, guided to their targets by GPS satellites. Earlier, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said Bashar al-Assad's future in Syria is uncertain. He also issued a warning to Russia.
It is very important that the Russian government consider carefully their continued support for the Assad regime.
Russia told the UN Security Council there could be negative consequences if Washington took military action. That said, national security experts say the Pentagon must have been confident there were no Russian forces in the airfield before launching the strike. Reporting in West Palm Beach, Florida, I'm Weijia Zhang. Now back to you.
Weijia, thanks very much. For more context on this, we want to bring in Jeffrey Engel. He's a history professor over at SMU and an expert in American diplomacy. Thanks for joining us tonight. So the question off the top, does this strike tonight do anything in and of itself, or does this need to be part of a more broader campaign by President Trump to gain any kind of results?
Well, the most important thing it does is it demonstrates that President Trump is willing to act, and more specifically, act quickly. The previous administration drew red lines in the sand and then ultimately decided not to act, fearing escalation, fearing what American involvement in this new conflict in the Middle East would do. This new Trump administration has clearly decided that they are going to unleash what is essentially a relatively small attack, but to do so very quickly. And what this essentially does is it gives warning to the enemy, gives warning to the Assad regime that there could be more to follow, and could be more to follow very quickly. It basically puts the ball in their court to say, do you want to retreat, or do you want to go up against the might of an administration that's frankly willing to use that strength?
Yeah, so clearly history telling us that this would be more of a broader campaign going forward to gain the desired result, clearly.
Yes, there's nothing within this attack that tells us anything about how they might want to remove Assad, though the Secretary of State has said that's clearly one of the new aims for the administration is fully regime change. What this does is this basically says that we are willing to use force, and willing to use force very quickly and very rapidly in response to events. Before we really have necessarily all the details, we are going to essentially act first and find out later.
Professor Jeffrey Engel from SMU, we appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for your perspective.
We got a warning issue. Thank you.